CSU determines the shot came from a small caliber handgun and finds no shell casings, indicating the killer policed his brass. The store's security camera shows at least 2 masked men smashing the door and quickly clearing out shelves of expensive diamonds, watches, and gold chains Frank was holding to resell for trusted customers. A third burglar is obscured on tape, but fires the deadly shot before they flee. With no eyewitnesses, the best lead comes from a nervous pawn shop owner who reported suspicious men trying to sell high-end jewelry earlier that day. He provides a basic description that matches the blurred burglars on tape. Homicide detectives Miller and Thompson, a rookie learning from her veteran partner just weeks from retirement, check with informants and identify 2 possible suspects, Lewis Watts and Deshaun Miller, both known for property crimes. After picking up Watts and Miller, the detectives strategically break down their shaky alibis, eventually getting a confession to the smash-and-grab robbery but not the murder. Further investigation finally leads the detectives to Watts' brother-in-law, Trayvon Lewis, as the killer. They close the case, bringing Frank's devastated family some justice, but the tragic loss of life for robbery's sake leaves the seasoned Detective Thompson wondering if retirement came too late. Frank, he took over gold standard jewelers from his father and saw the neighborhood decline over the years. He stuck it out partly to continue his father's legacy, hoping things would improve. The detectives visit Frank's wife, Joan, who is utterly devastated by the random act of violence. She tells stories about their life together and asks if the killers will face justice. This motivates the detectives. The stolen merchandise includes a rare 5-carat diamond ring and Rolex watches that Frank acquired through estate sales. He could never afford such inventory, but customers trusted him to broker sales. CSU dusts for prints and detectives use store records to try tracking down who may have sold or pawned the rarer stolen items. This provides leads. Interviews with Frank's employees and neighbors paint him as a pillar of the community who took chances on hiring those in need. His death rocks the neighborhood. The killer, Trayvon Lewis, falls apart in interrogation and confesses he never meant to fire the gun. He panicked after Frank set off a silent alarm. His confession provides closure. In the end, Detective Thompson decides to delay retirement to attend the trial, knowing Frank deserves justice. And Detective Miller gains confidence to lead more investigations. Let me know if you would like me to expand or add any other details to the case. I could provide more interrogation scenes, investigation steps, character interactions, etc. Frank Richards took over gold standard jewelers from his father 35 years ago in a declining neighborhood. He stuck it out partly to continue his father's legacy, hoping things would improve. His wife Joan supported Frank's dedication to the community where he gave chances to those in need. One Tuesday morning, detectives Miller and Thompson arrive at the scene. Frank lies dead from a close-range gunshot wound behind the jewelry counter. The glass door is shattered and display cases emptied of valuable items Frank was holding for customers. A rare 5-carat diamond ring, Rolex watches acquired through estate sales, gold chains, and more. CSU dusts for prints and the detectives begin interviewing employees and neighbors. They learn Frank took risks to help people, like hiring troubled youth and bonding out those who couldn't make bail. His tragic death from an apparent robbery shakes the community. Joan Miller is devastated when notified, sharing stories of their life and pleading for the killers to face justice. The detectives promise to do everything they can. Surveillance footage offers a blurry view of the criminals whose descriptions match 2 known burglars, Lewis Watts and Deshaun Miller. Bringing the pair in for questioning, veteran Detective Thompson presses Louis about his alibi while his partner, rookie Detective Miller, appeals to Deshaun's conscience over the slaying of an innocent man. After an intense interrogation, the suspects crack and confess to the smash-and-grab robbery, but won't give up the killer. Detectives dig into phone records between the men around the time of the murder. They link calls to Lewis's brother-in-law, Trayvon Lewis, bringing him in for an emotional interrogation where he admits to firing the deadly shot in panic when Frank triggered a silent alarm. With